Sprag, you need your sprag up or the move forward, because you can't push. Pull the arm in, and I push up my sprag with his foot. On chest to chest, his head and his arm up. Does everyone understand? Yeah? Come back on the mat, try that.
Well, basically, Aspel Olympic Wrestling came to us and provided this opportunity for us to join in, and they're absolutely fantastic. They're together with our school and the schools within the east side of the Wigan borough, and Lowton and St Mary's, to name but a few. We facilitated the clubs at each of our schools, and then all together they then developed into like different competitions, and that was fantastic. Really.
Right, stop. Stay against the mat, side of the mat. Here, Jack.
Yeah, I'm going to start going to the wrestling club.
Yeah, I'm going to what it is. Oh, Aspel Wrestling?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's on at 6 tonight, isn't it?
Oh, right, okay.
Good way, go on.
Leg and arm weight. Very good. Come on, up and step again. Line there, weight.
Come on. Come on. Good way.
Up quick.
Over the last 2.5 years, we've probably targeted about 60 plus schools. We're not in them all the time, all at once, but we've done taster sessions or we've done 10-week blocks. But it depends which funding we're using. If it's awards for all, we can do it over a longer period of time because we'll have wrote it into the bid to have a more sustainable session. With the Sport Unlimited, it's more of an 8 to 10 week block. And then what we've been trying to do is set up the clubs in their own right so that they're then sustainable, can continue, and also the children can feed through to our hub clubs and to our central club, which is Aspel. A lot of the children that have been coming, we've been trying to target children who do a little bit of sport. But are not necessarily going to after school clubs, or they may do a little bit, you know, at weekend they might play football with their friends, but they're not actually specifically doing an activity. So what, as a business, what I offered to do was free taster sessions within class time, within curriculum time, just to support the Sport Unlimited, because with wrestling, people don't generally know what wrestling is, whereas if we were selling football, people know what football is. So the deal I put together for the council was that I would deliver free tasters throughout the curriculum to the different sessions, try and engage them within the PE class, and then offer the Sport Unlimited time after school as a free session for them to come to. And we found that a lot of the children who were just maybe doing a tiny bit of PE have taken to the sport. And a lot of the children we get are children that perhaps can't afford to do some of the sports, whereas wrestling is, you know, a relatively cheap sport. They don't have to buy a lot of equipment in it. Well, certainly when they start off, they don't for the sessions we deliver. So they're finding, because the sessions are free, because they don't need any kit, they can come along. There's no embarrassment, there's no issues. But we're getting children across the board, really. You know, they're not all, you know, a lot of them can afford to come, but it's nice because there's not that, you know, there's nothing distinguishing any kid from the other. They can all just come and be part of the team, and we've done quite well with the numbers attending, really.
Good and good.
Good leg attack, square. Step again. Come on, go.
Yeah, so we come down because he used to come down here, so I came down with him and then stayed. We got picked for a Great Britain team, not team, for to go to the squad to train with them. Went there 4 hours on a Saturday, every like once a month.
Were you sporty at all before you started wrestling? Was any other sports you were?
Not much, I did a bit of boxing.
Yeah.
Tried that and then, don't know.
But it's really been wrestling that's hooked you.
Yeah.
What's your dream, Wade, in wrestling?
I don't want to get to the Olympics.
We've actually targeted disaffected groups specifically because I wanted to pilot a scheme, because I am quite passionate about disaffected kids, because I think a lot of the children, it's not because they don't want to do it or they can't be bothered doing it, they just literally need some motivation, a little bit of incentive. And we've had a particular success with that group you know, those groups of children. Some have been in excluded schools and they've been coming along, and they've continued to come along once the Sport Unlimited's finished. So we have found that although they were only doing a small amount of sport, now they're actively involved in sport 3 or 4 nights a week.
Stop. You both stood up. You're coming in, you like this. You come like that. Yeah, try to listen. You're in your stance, you stay in your stance. If your stance up, I'm going to pick you up. Alright? Ready? Go.
They've already had a big uptake, so from the surrounding high schools where they've been, they've had a massive increase in participants. So I mean, that's been fantastic for them. It's good for us, and then obviously from that, and with the regional competitions that have been happening, quite a lot of the success has come from the school kids. So
Brilliant.
they've just started off literally from having the first taste there. So it's good, some great success. It's great for building up the confidence, and you see, you know, and I've seen that over the past few weeks, where especially some of the quieter ones that are taking part have really come out of the shell. I think that's one thing. So self-confidence. Again, like I said before, like the physicality of the sport. I think the lads, especially in this part of the world, I suppose, they like the hands-on and the physical sports. So I think that's why it's worked well. And the coaches have been fantastic, and they've built up a good rapport with the kids, and it's gone from strength to strength that way.
Brilliant. So if you had to sum up wrestling in 3 words, what words would you use?
Fantastic and anything else.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.